Oh, God.
Another day alive, another day free. Why would I wake up trying to be somebody other than me? Knowledge, wisdom, understanding. Man, woman, and children. Sun, moon, and stars. Everything that exists has to coexist within. Like I said, another day alive, another day free. Why would I wake up trying to be somebody other than me?
My fault, y'all. I was muted up. Salute to everybody in the building. Team Guardian, you already know how I feel. FTC Vice, Bad vibes. Mighty Joe Young in the building. We got Brooklyn in the building. Mm-hmm. How y'all doing tonight? Good night, I see. How y'all doing tonight? How y'all doing tonight? At least I got more than one person in the building. Shout out to all the people that pulled up tonight. I told you, come on out the bushes. All you got to do is say, hello. Have no fear. It ain't nothing but love over here. You heard me? Another edition of Grown and Sexy Saturday Night Edition. I hope you brought your own brown bag. I hope you brought your own, and your own, not nobody else's. They got an old time saying, Mama may have, Papa may have. Y'all know the rest of the song? Anybody know the rest of the song? Let me know. Mama may have, Papa may have. What's the rest of the song, y'all? Another day alive, another day free. Why would I wake up trying to be somebody other than me? This is a fact. I'm going to give some people some time to pull up in the building. Give some people the time to pull up in the building. It's Saturday night. We got a little bit of time to rock and roll. I got a couple of topics to talk about, some crazy stories that's going on. You know, we content creators over here. We like to explore our minds. You dig? We like to explore our minds. My man said, I got a question. Mighty Joe Young said, my little homie gave me a pack of Royal. What is that? Watch with the curses. Try to abbreviate with the curses. YouTube crazy on the curses. So just do SH and some I's or something. Or sh or ISH. But that honey is supposed to make that thing go snap that thing on back. There's supposed to be a potency ingredient for male stamina. You dig what I'm saying? It's supposed to make that thing rock and roll a little longer. That's messed up. The young boys got to mess with the honey. It's crazy. Young boys ain't, but then again, they out there fucking with that shit. They out there fucking with that fat, them pills, that alcohol, that cocaine, that booger sugar. So when we was just coming up, it was nothing but some good reefer for us. Remember that shit, FTC? All we did is waited for the motherfucking joints to be left in the ashtray, or to get some allowance from our parents to meet up with a couple of our friends that we know we smoke. We got that nice little nickel bag, you know, that paper bag that got three joints, 4 blunts in it, and a dime bag or something like that. But all that other shit, no sir. The alcohol, yes. The Bacardi 151. That was woo. Bacardi 151. That Cisco. That peach schnapps. That Malibu and cranberry, that Malibu and pineapple juice, grown and sexy drink. My homegirls from Fort Greene put me on to that shit. It was like, you ain't never had no Malibu dice? I'm like, nah, I don't think I heard about Malibu was Malibu's finest. You know the movie with the white boy? How y'all doing tonight, though? How's everybody doing in the building tonight? How y'all feeling? What y'all smoking on? What y'all drinking on? Matter of fact, who's still in the building? I see 5 in the building. Let me know who is here. Shout out to the whole Team Guardian. Ron Boogs, Half 7, Magnificent Mecca, New York Nikki, Tube Chronicles. Crack you now. Baby Grizz, what up? I see you in the building. He said, that's right. They was on the methylene tabs. That's a fact. Them Bart Simpson faces back in the days. But they need that honey. I can see if they was talking about us or something like that, but 50 and 60 and 70, we might, you know, but they talking about them young boys needing that honey. That ain't right. When you're young, you're supposed to snap that thing on back. I can snap that thing back at 50, so you young boys supposed to be snapping that thing on back. You know, not bad, you know. That's my Rock impersonation. My little cousin told me I look like Rock. It's my Rock impersonation. What y'all got going on tonight, man? It's safe on the YouTube streets these time of nights. 10, 11, 12, 1 o'clock at night. This is the safest time to be on the street. This is like being on 95. 2, 3 o'clock in the morning. It's crystal clear. You can see everything, and you can just cruise. You ain't got to worry about no roadblocks. You ain't got to worry about no accidents. You ain't got to worry about no detours. When you're on 95, 2, 3 o'clock in the morning, you can just ride. See, that's the time. This is the YouTube hours. This is 95. This them 95. Matter of fact, I'm the first one to say it. This them 9-5 hours on YouTube. The 9-5 hours on YouTube start at 11:30. The mother hours, anything can happen. All type of controversial shit. That's why I be staying in my lane. Shout out to Jaffe for making this one. This is why I stay in my lane. Let's go.
You can't play both sides, you niggas gotta choose. Niggas out here being tough until they make the news. Mama said her son ain't hurt nobody. The streets said her son was catching plenty bodies. If you accept these charges, then please hold. In every hood, it was a nigga that was tougher than he still told. Like, what I gotta do to make you niggas rhyme? Like, I'm ready to kill when the kind of minds I'm cautious. I'm dealing with more sticks than a porcupine. Quill spines, whatever you wanna call them. Yeah, plus my little mama, she a trap queen. Doggy, when she mixed with that Fetty, gave him a wop lean. It was a whole lot of cars when there was stimmies round. We going over a year and half you niggas down. All these expensive clothes, like was that smart? Now they uploading they clothes on the Poshmark. Switch, baby, careful with this. I mean, this bitch sharp. One across, one down the middle, look like a chrome heart. Damn, I'm always outside. I'm like high from who? Bout to put your car on skates. You think you slide through? I help build my niggas. This ain't Legos. Protect the fan by any means. I be Diego. Yeah, tiger to you niggas. I'm an animal. It's a jungle where I'm from. What y'all wanna do? You can't play both sides. You niggas gotta choose. Niggas out here being tough until they make the news. Mama said her son ain't hurt nobody. The streets said her son was catching plenty bodies. If you accept these charges, then please hold. In every hood, it was a nigga that was tougher than he still told.
Y'all heard about this shit that's going on now, y'all? I want to know if y'all heard about this. The government, has just made it legal. They just passed this shit. This shit gonna bug y'all out. The government just made it legal to sell lab-made meat products to the American consumers. Joe said, I'm smoking that GG mixed with that shatter, drinking Henny. My wife, homegirl, pull up, so I'm taking this honey. I hear you, brother. Ooh. We got Beaver Valley in the building. What up, Beaver? Yo, Beaver, did you hear about this? They said the government has now said they are going to allow laboratories to produce meat like chicken, beef. Laboratories. They're going to take a stem. Check this out. They're going to take a stem or a cell from a live animal, and then they're going to clone these stems and these cells into the form of chicken and beef, and they're going to sell them to us to consume and eat. How y'all feel about that? How do y'all feel about that? Them niggas is, they talking about make the food and give it to them. Lab-made food. Beaver said, I believe it. Tell you the truth, certain parts of the world, believe this or not, a lot of times y'all thinking y'all eating beef and hamburger meat. Y'all not eating beef or hamburger meat. Y'all eating horse meat. They say in England, when you walk around in England, there's certain restaurants with the head of a horse in front of the restaurant. This is an indication to let you know that horse meat is being served at that restaurant. Horse meat, y'all. They used to always make jokes about the Chinese restaurant. You see, they just exposed the fact that Chinese restaurants all over the world are being caught using animal products. I'm not talking about beef, cow. I'm not talking about a pig. I'm talking about cats and dogs. I'm smoking on the rest of this blueberry pancake, moon rock, and this lemon cherry. This is the blueberry pancake, moon rock with the lemon cherry. The other spliff is the blueberry pancake, moon rock with the super runts, the Don Murphy-o. I'm feeling like I'm feeling. I wish I could pass this to y'all. Go ahead, take some more. Here, take some. So my peoples, take some, man. Spread love. It's the Brooklyn way. This shit is different. And I used to tease people because I said vegetarians or people that was vegan, I used to be like, yo, they crazy. Big Dice is thinking about being a vegan. Shit, if I'm gonna be a vegan, I might as well be a vegetarian. Just like the Rastas them. Ja, Rastafari. Eat food. You know, vegetables, corn, carrots, tomato, onion, potato, you know, rice, grain, you know, food. Beaver Valley said, later check the short that Jamal Saladin just shared about the movie that Hollywood don't want out. It's about a bunch of young children. I don't know more about that, but what I caught. I'm going to look into that. Shout out to Jamal Saladin, too. Shout out, real positive brother. He always got some good shit going on. He'll pull one out. He'll pull one out on you. He'll pull one out on you. Shout out to my man, Tube Chronicles. Word up. He said to let y'all know, be looking out for him because he's about to start doing content on his channel. I don't know if he's going to continue to throw in a movie night. I hope he does because we all need it, but he's going to start doing content on his channel. Shout out to Tube Chronicles for that. Word up. Because there's some things going on across the world. It's so much information, you don't even have to hog the same information. Because I didn't hear nobody talking about this one yet on YouTube. I didn't hear anybody talking about this one yet on YouTube, and I'm not going to front. This is something that I think that need to be discussed because they're changing the world and how it exists right in front of our eyes. Word up. Let's get into this video by Jaffe while I load up this because the streets don't love us. Let's go.
The streets ain't never loved me. The streets ain't never loved me, yeah. The streets ain't never loved me, yeah.
Streets ain't never loved me since my brother died. My mother cried, tears in my eyes bleed red. Ain't no love inside. Streets left me dolly, my phone they left it holy. Dawn was in that passenger side when they tried to phone me.
Yeah, you know the streets ain't never love us.
Yeah. GD. I've been shot, I was left with a zipper on my stomach, nigga. You know these streets ain't never loved me.
I've been stabbed, I've been left with a zipper on my stomach, nigga. You know the streets ain't never loved me.
I've been locked, I got charged for some shit I didn't do, nigga. You know these streets ain't never loved me.
Caught a case, went upstate, fuck the Jakes, nigga. Yeah, you know these streets ain't never loved me.
Laying up in the hospital bed in ICU. Hit that button like every 3 hours to get those blues, yeah. Laying in the test of pain, I know shit won't be the same. Sip of my stomach, shit don't stop a thing, I'm still a man, yeah. But who gon' be there when you doing time? Can't get no money, so they dropping down, these niggas bitter. and I hope they get the picture. I'm only getting bigger. The top cat out my litter, Tell you they love you, but they hate you on the low. They hold you back, how they expect for you to grow. I got locked up, ain't said me nothing, but I'm your nigga. My body numb, I got no feelings for you niggas. I'm from what niggas will shoot you right here in these hallways. If you got trust in that loyalty goes a long way. These size 11s, these pussies can't walk a mile in. They hit my cousin with life and he's still smiling. I've been shot, I was left with a zipper on my stomach, nigga. You know these streets ain't never loved me.
I've been stabbed, I've been left with a zipper on my stomach, nigga. You know the streets ain't never loved me.
I've been locked, I got charged for some shit I didn't do, nigga. You know these streets ain't never loved me.
Caught a case, went upstate, fuck the Jakes, nigga. Yeah, you know these streets ain't never loved me. Streets ain't never loved me since my brother died. My mother cried, tears in my eyes bleed red. Ain't no love inside. Streets left me dolly, my foreign they left it holy. Dawn was in that passenger seat when they tried to fold me. Remind me of my gun, that was real shit, this real spit. Rocks I was selling was smacking them, call it Will Smith. I ain't never told and never folded under pressure. Yeah, them Neek was in that ambulance with me, he was on that stretcher. Niggas tried to take my life, I couldn't tell you who. Many men might not make it, I'm here to tell the truth. Me and Job, that's my brother, you know we moving tight. Brown boys fuck with the family and I'ma get them that. This my testimony, solid, all the rest is phony. Merrick niggas come at the fam and send your best opponent. I was stabbed, I was left with a zipper on my stomach, nigga. I know the streets ain't never loved me. He was shot, he was left with a zipper on his stomach, nigga. You know the streets ain't never loved us. Gang, Merrick shit. It's how we music.
Facts. Streets never loved us. Facts. Facts. Share this with y'all right quick. They bugging out.
Lab-grown chicken that was just approved for sale in the U.S. could be headed to your dinner plate. Devin Dwyer has the details. Good morning, Devin. We are back with the new lab-grown chicken that was just approved for sale in the U.S. could be headed to your dinner plate. Devin Dwyer has the details. Good morning, Devin.
Hey, good morning, George. Americans ate 75 billion pounds of red meat and chicken last year. But what if some of that meat was not raised on farms, but instead of high-tech facilities? Scientists say that could be good for the environment and your health, and soon it could be on menus and store shelves.
Excuse the internet, y'all.
This morning, the USDA has approved cell-cultivated meat to be sold to the public for the first time.
So that's where it all starts, just a few cells.
2 cultivated meat producers now getting the green light to begin commercially selling their chicken, not raised on a farm, but in a facility. The meat is grown using real animal cells and large bioreactors fed with nutrients. I recently got a tour of California-based Upside Foods, the nation's first and largest cultivated meat producer.
You're making chicken in there.
Yeah, so if you look at this, this is approximately a 200 plus liter tank. And we take cells from a chicken or an egg. It takes 2 weeks to grow the equivalent of one chicken, 1,000 chickens, or 100,000 chickens.
So you're saying in this factory, you can make more meat faster and cleaner than an average farmer?
Well, ultimately, yes.
The company says cell-cultivated meat could help feed the world's booming population using a fraction of the land and water of animal farming and help reduce greenhouse gas emissions. Many experts say more study is needed.
I got to try this cell-cultivated chicken at the facility in California, guys. I got to say the texture was a little bit different, but it did taste like chicken. The company says they hope to get it on restaurant menus in the next few weeks, then maybe on store shelves in the next 5 years. And dozens of startup companies are getting in on the game, guys.
You mentioned the texture. So is it more like tofu?
You know, George, it was pretty close to chicken, but maybe a little bit rubberier. You have to give it a try for yourself. A restaurant in California is going to roll it out next month.
Would you guys try it?
I think I would. I do like the reduction in animal cruelty, but we'll see.
No, rubbery didn't sell me.
Walaikum salam, sister. Did y'all hear that? Did y'all hear that? Something don't sound right about what they just said, y'all. Did y'all pay attention to what they just said? Can anybody tell me what they just said that sounded really, really crazy? Truth Lady said, these people are demons. They wicked. And I agree with her. But this is the part that confused me about that last statement. They said the food that's being grown now in the labs will be in the restaurants as quick as a couple of weeks. As a couple of weeks, they'll be in the restaurants, but they said they will be out in the stores and in the shelves maybe in 5 years. What? Smash the like button, y'all. What are they doing? So you mean to tell me it's going to take you 5 years to keep going through the biosymmetrics and the testing to make sure it's actually good without any deformities or ailments? It's going to take you 5 years to figure out all that. But you mean to tell me in a couple of weeks, as quick as next month, you're going to have it in restaurants? Smash that like button. Be careful. I know a guy on YouTube, Free from Fetus Grove from Florida. Him and his wife got sick and had to take his wife to oxygen drop. So they're both having influenza. So both of you. They're counting on people just talking about it, but not doing anything about it. The part that's really bugging me out, though, they telling you right now, they say, yo, we're going to have this lab-made produced meat in restaurants in as quick as 2 weeks. Restaurants. Let's think about this from another perspective. Let's say they do all the lab stuff that they haven't even done all the symmetrics on and testing and put it in the restaurants in the hood like McDonald's, Arby's, Burger King, Kentucky Fried Chicken, Zaxby's, Waffle House, Huddle House, IHOP. The restaurants that's sitting right in the minorities with us. You think people are going to stop going to restaurants? How many people you think talking about what we're talking about in this discussion right now? I know there are some people, but it's just think about it. How many people? I ain't seen nobody on YouTube talking about it except us right now. Top Shot 856. Salute. I see you in the building. I ain't seen anybody else. Is anybody else for the 10 people that's in the building right now? Smash that like button on the way in. Has anybody else heard about this conversation that I'm talking about on YouTube? Because this right here got me bugging the fuck out. Like, you mean to tell me in a couple of weeks, it's going to be in restaurants? I think they're going to put that meat into the minorities. I think the high-class restaurants in different neighborhoods and environments, like the high and rich and the elite and the bougie, I think they're going to give them the real poultry that's produced the old-fashioned way. Eggs. Nah, people on YouTube ain't saying, man, you look like Twin Sharpshooter. You don't look nothing like me, my nigga. Respectfully. Whoever said that shit is on cocaine, marijuana, mixed with cocaine or alcohol. You don't look nothing like me, my nigga. They telling you pure lies. Clarice, what's happening, girl? Yo, Clarice, did you hear that? My man Top Shop said that somebody told him we look like twins. Shit, if anything, I look like The Rock. If anything, we don't look like each other, man. I'm Sharon McLeod, son. I'm real sexy, you dig? But we do both got bald heads. That part we got to think about. When it comes to the head there up top bedroom, we both gone, man. That hair is gone. You know, see me? But shit, I'm 50 years old. I know Shot's much younger than me, so I take that shit as a compliment. At least they ain't saying I'm looking like motherfucking Bill Cosby or Sidney Poitier or no shit like that. You dig what I'm saying? I guess we all right, Top Shot. We ain't looking like Red Fox or, you know what I'm saying? Nothing like that. We good. You know what I'm saying? Top Shot. And you want to hear some shots? I got glasses too. I got a slight bifocal for when I'm reading. I swear to God. I got glasses. Word up. Especially when I'm driving at night. I'm so motherfucking blind. One night I came home. I thought it was a reindeer. It was in the wintertime. It wasn't no reindeer. Somebody had put the reindeer ornament on the fucking mailbox. I thought it was a reindeer about a deer about to run into my damn car and damn near crashed for a mailbox. But you're right. Truth Lady said we got to stay on topic. How do y'all feel? And what do y'all think that this restaurants that they're talking Roscoe's Chicken and Waffles? You know, that chicken. And I'm thinking about that because I used to work for a company down here. Shout out to my man, City Bama. We used to work in a company down here called the House of Rayford. It's a chicken plant. 253 Butterball Road. It's a chicken plant. And I noticed the dire demand that all the restaurants have for parts of the chicken. The 3 parts of the chicken that's at dire demand is the chicken wing. Swear to God, the chicken wing, these are the highest sold parts of the chicken. The chicken wing, the chicken tender, and the chicken breast. And the chicken breast. Remember what I said? The highest part of the chicken that's sold is the chicken wings, the chicken breast, and the chicken tenders. Pay attention to what I'm saying. Chicken. What did they just show you? Ironically, the part of the chicken that they're cloning to give to the restaurants in a couple of weeks, but they saying the world is not ready to have it on the shelves in the stores in 5 years. But they're going to give it to us straight up and down out of restaurants. Do you notice that the part that they are cloning is the chicken breast? Did you notice that? They showed you 2 times. The chicken breast. You see what Clarice said? She know it. Breast, wing, leg. If you buy the boxes wholesale, because they used to sell them 40-pound boxes. I hope my man City Bama pull up. 40-pound boxes. If you want a 40-pound box of chicken wings, oh, that's what I forgot to tell y'all. I'm wrong. If you get a 40-pound box of whole wings, like together, that'll run you like $60. If you get a 40-pound box of party wings, the same thing as a chicken wing, but they're just cut. And usually the tips aren't there. It'll just be the leg and the flats. If you get a 40-pound box of party wings, that's $75. 40-pound box of breasts is $110. And that's wholesale for employees that work at the House of Rayford. So imagine the numbers when it's coming out to the store. You see the breast sometimes. Go in the chicken store and just look where they got the dual packs of breasts. Them shits be $12, $17, 2 breasts. 2 breasts, $17. Y'all notice the pack of chicken wings that's been going up now? And Clarice, you ain't gonna believe this. You ain't gonna believe this, Clarice. Anybody in here right now, I want y'all to answer this question for me, yo. How much do y'all think the 40-pound box, just like Clarice said, not just the leg individually or the thighs, called quarter legs, how much you think they sell that for? How much you think they sell that for? $10. $10. I can't make this up. $10. 40-pound box of leg quarter thighs. The most you're going to pay is $10. The most times you pay is $5. They have no need for them. That's just extra money, they say. That's nothing. That's all extra money. When it comes to the leg quarters, the chicken feet, and the backs, that's just extra money because most of the time I've worked in a chicken plant. The backs and stuff like that, they're not even selling chicken backs like that in the store. You got to go to a poultry department to get them cut. The chicken backs are getting bust down and mineralized in the dog food and makeup and cat food. These is facts. The chicken backs are getting mineralized down to powder into a liquid form that smells so grotesque. Anybody know anything about a plant? If you drive by Smithfield plant, the House of Rayford plant, Sanderson's farm plant, you could throw up if you're not used to the foul and grotesque smell that you are going to endure. Top Shotter just said the prime ribs is almost $60. Let me tell y'all something. He just said that. Got a friend of mine's down here named Junior. Shout out to my man Junior at Smithfield. They give employee discounts when it comes to the food at Smithfield because that's a pork distribution plant, one of the biggest pork distribution plants in the world. My aunts and them, they be having cookouts and stuff down there like that. So, you know, I'll be trying to give back and stuff like that. So I ordered a whole case. It's 12 slabs of baby back ribs that come in a case. How much y'all think I paid for the case? Clarice, I love chicken too. I could eat chicken every damn day. That's why this shit is bugging me out. Shit is bugging me out. You ain't even see the video I played, man. They making this shit in the lab now, Clarice. I eat so much chicken, I could fly sometimes, y'all. I could eat chicken Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Or Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and then I could eat seafood Saturday and Sunday. Monday, I got to have some chicken. Monday, I have to have some chicken. I need some chicken wings. There's days I need certain parts. There's days I want the chicken breast. There's days I want nothing but the wings. There's days I want the thigh or the leg. But if I'm going to eat the thigh or the leg, it has to be fried extra hard. I want that shit damn near looking like wood. Truth Lady said, why is it bugging you out? She said, raise your own chickens. I ain't got no time for that. But you know what? I need to make some time for that. If it's for, but you know what? I'm just gonna get into my vegetarian thing. I was contemplating whether, like I said, for the New Year's Eve, that's gonna be my last day smoking bud. So my resolution is to stop smoking bud for January 1st. So another one of my resolutions is to work onto my dietary plan because my doctor was informing me, you know, sometimes I'll be having problems with my stomach, gas and stuff like that. My doctor told me, he said, because, you know, unfortunately, certain times you can get sick within your stomach or an infection from certain foods or certain foods that we eat because of the injections and the pesticides that's put inside it. It can create problems in your stomach. You know what I'm saying? He said, but the best thing to use that can heal your stomach, the most natural thing that you can use that can heal your stomach from inside out is fruit. It's fruit. Fruit. Cherries, oranges, apples, pears. You know what I'm saying? Things with citrus in it. He said fruits. He said once you put yourself into a dietary supplement, your stomach will not be forced to put on so much work. Like he said, the difference between eating fruit and eating chicken or beef is the digestive process. He said the digestive process pertaining to chicken and beef is so much longer because it's so much work your stomach has to do as far as mineralizing and breaking it down to the form where it can pass through you in bowel form. He said, but when it comes to vegetables, when it comes to fruit, it's so much less work and strenuous work play on your stomach, where your stomach and your bowel and the pit of your stomach feels more relaxed. He said, like, it's just like, for instance, like, you know, if you go out to eat a steak dinner one night, you know, and then you, of course, you're going to have to use the bathroom. You know, when you go to that bathroom, you're in there fighting that bathroom. Oh. Sometimes you're in the bathroom 10 to 12 minutes, 14 minutes. You'd have been fired working at a job in the bathroom. But he said, it's less pressure on your stomach and the muscles in your stomach on what you digest. And I didn't pay attention to that until I got out of the office with him and I started thinking about it and broke it down to the simplest form. That's a fact. If you ingest steak, your stomach is going to have to be rumbling. It's going to have to continuously keep rumbling, just like a washing machine and everything, to make it break down. But eventually it's going to mineralize down as far as it can pass through your bowel system. But when it comes to ingesting fruit, you know, fruit dissolve. You know what I'm saying? Your inside of your pit of your bowel, you know, breaks down certain things to the fact where it dissolves and blends into your stomach. And at the same time, the vitamins and stuff like that and the nutrients from the juice is what helps to heal your stomach. And that's what I'm trying to get myself into. That's what I'm trying to get myself into. She said, but you need, Clarice, Truth Lady said, no, Clarice said she said that's probably when I said my New Year's resolutions, she probably was talking about the switching up with the food and everything. She said it's gonna be hard. The Truth Lady said, if you raise your own vegetables and fruits, you don't have to worry about pesticides. And that's why I love my uncle and my cousins and them down there. Then Clarice said, but you need a protein. You need protein to balance it. That's a fact. Beaver said, almonds and peanuts. Come on. I know that's right. Okay. That's very good. People concerned about this situation right here. That's very, because that's really, I'll tell y'all something. As far as me getting older, people joke about that. Everyone is going to get older. And if you prepare for something, you know what I'm saying, and getting to this age or having any type of problems with your stomach or something like that, hooray for you. I hope this information is very informative, and I hope people do more research on this lab meat that they just want to all of a sudden say, well, you know what? I just don't. That's the only part that's really bugging me out. Even if you see what the reporter said when he asked him about it, they said, well, how does it taste? He said, it tastes like chicken. He was very hesitant to agree with them. They was like, well, look, it seemed like it tastes good. He was like, I think I'm going to let you go ahead and taste that yourself and you give it your own opinion. So within so many words, he was telling you straight up and down, yo, that shit was trash. That's what I heard. Anybody in here agree? Can I see some checks or some dice cubes? I heard that shit was trash when he tasted that shit. He probably didn't even eat the whole thing. He probably just, and you know, spit that shit the fuck out. Just spit that shit the fuck out. It's just something about the way it looked. It just looked crazy. It was cut up. And it looked very, very spongy. And then one of the newscaster reporters asked him, he said, it looks like tofu. Does it taste like that? But what did he say? I don't even want to talk about this shit, man. Go ahead and try that shit yourself. Therese said, that's why you cook your own food homemade. That's a fact. That's a cold-blooded fact. Cold-blooded fact. Anybody heard about the lady named, what's her name, Carly? I'm gonna let y'all know. Y'all heard about the lady? Her name is Carly. She was driving down the freeway recently, and apparently a toddler came out in the freeway And you know, like a person with some sense of concern about a baby, a toddler, she stops her car to get out and assist the baby because a freeway, you know, maybe can get hit by a car, anything, and then she just disappears. She vanishes. Y'all heard about the story? You heard about the story? Disclaimer views. You know, it protects the channel. It protects the channel.
Developing now in Alabama, a search is underway for a woman who vanished after she pulled over onto a highway and called 911 to report a toddler walking along the side of an interstate. CBS 2's Astrid Martinez reports on what police are calling a bizarre investigation.
Volunteers and police are fanning out across the Birmingham area this weekend, looking for the 25-year-old woman who vanished after calling 911.
She was 10 minutes from my house.
Police say Carly Russell made the 911 call Thursday evening, pulling over on the side of Interstate 459.
After calling 911, the caller stopped to check on the child and also called a family member to report the same details.
And when she got out the car, she did tell my daughter-in-law, I can't just leave. I can't just leave this little child on the side of the road.
Russell's family says while on the phone, they heard her talking to the child, but they didn't hear the child respond. Then they say Russell screamed.
A single witness has reported possibly seeing a gray vehicle with a light-complected male standing outside of Carly's vehicle.
The nursing student's car and some of her belongings, including her cell phone, were found at the scene, but no sign of her or a child. Russell is 5'4", last seen wearing a black T-shirt, black pants, and white Nike sneakers.
We're going to be looking in every direction. We're just going to scour the earth.
Russell's neighbors are praying for her safe return. There is a $25,000 reward for any information.
Police say they're analyzing Carly's cell phone for any evidence and that they've received numerous tips on her disappearance, but they haven't received any reports of a missing child. Astrid Martinez, CBS News, New York.
That's crazy, y'all. That's crazy. That's crazy. I'm telling y'all women, listen to what I'm saying to you. I'm telling guys, listen to what I'm saying to y'all. They've been doing this in the South for years down here. This is what they was doing a few years back. I don't know if y'all remember this. Yo, DLJ, I see you in the building, gangster. You could have been anywhere else in the world, but you decided to come and rock with us. Can you dig it? It's dug. It's understood. This is what they was doing a few years back, right before the pandemic. There was a big epidemic in the Carolinas where there was a Hispanic group. Hispanic group. It was a woman pretending to be broke down on the side of the road in a car or a caravan. People would pull over to help her and assist her and her children, and they would be robbed. And they would be robbed. I didn't hear about anybody getting killed in them incidents, but numerous people were robbed. This young lady right here, 10 minutes away from her home, 10 minutes away from her home. Think about that. Everybody in the building right now that's driving, say you're driving home on a highway, on a busy highway, and a child appears, a baby appears. Say 3 years old, 4 years old, 7 years old, 6 years, 8 years old. Anybody with a heart, especially a parent, first thing they're going to do is pull over to see why is that baby in the middle of the road. This is why I encourage a lot of women, go get yourself registered for a firearm class. See what Truth Lady said? We'll probably never see that beautiful woman again. 25 years old. To the women, if you have these jobs, you know, women as bosses now. They're making their own mark waves and everything. They're bosses now. There are times when they have to be outside later. Like beauticians. Got friends in Brooklyn, New York that had beauticians back in the days. It was times they would get out of their beauty salons 2, 3 o'clock in the morning on the weekend sometimes because of people that was coming in having appointments. You know, certain hairstyles taking 2 and 3 hours. We need for our women to start being more aware of their surroundings and starting to do these things to be better prepared just for situations just like this. For situations like this, go sign up for a class of self-defense. Some people are actually terrified of guns. Some people, male and female, do not like firearms. Do some type of training of self-defense. To the women, if you're going to have to travel at night, never travel alone. Like when we was coming up, always have a buddy system. A buddy system. 2 to 3 of y'all. 4 y'all. 5 of y'all. Instead of trying to travel alone, look to some people that's in the same area, going to the same job, the same workplace, and carpool. Just in case somebody's driving home by themselves and a car breaks down, you got to get out and change your tire. For those of y'all that feel comfortable enough or want to learn about owning and protecting and shooting a firearm, go to your local sheriff department. Go to your local sheriff department. Look up for one of the concealed classes. If you call one of the concealed class permit holders, usually they have people that they can direct you to help you with shooting. And then 9 out of 10 times, since they are certified licensed trainers of concealed carry classes, they're qualified enough to shoot where they can instruct you. Because if they're instructing you how to hold a firearm, unload a firearm, discharge a firearm, you know they can show you how to shoot. And as far as credibility, an instructor, a firearm instructor, the Truth Lady just said something that they've been talking about years, that they don't want to seem like they want to put any type of deep investigation into the government. He was talking about it. There's thousands of women who went missing the same way. We have to think about this, though, now. For the last 5 to 7 years, there's a high epidemic of women being kidnapped and missing in Washington, D.C., in the minority neighborhoods. If you watch the movie Brooklyn's Finest, there was a segment in Brooklyn's Finest where someone wrote in, I think his name was Antoine Fuqua, great director Antoine Fuqua. He wrote an actual part into the movie about sex trafficking that was taking place right in Brooklyn, New York, right in Brownsville. Yo, Philly 050, what's up, gangster? Salute. Sex trafficking, y'all. You mean to tell me our women are just disappearing? There's a movie called Traffic. It's spelled Traffick, not Traffic, Traffic. It's with Omar Goodens and Haley Berry, if I'm not mistaken. Stolen C600. I see the gangsters pulling up. Smash that like button on the way in. Smash that like button on the way in. Yo, Stone, see, we was talking about the young lady, Miss Carly, that just jumped out 10 minutes away from her home, called her parents and told her that there was a toddler in the middle of the highway. They heard her talking to the toddler, and then minutes later, they heard her scream to never be seen again. 25 years old. We trying to inform these women over here about if y'all going to be traveling, especially traveling late night, there's a way to travel late night. There's a way to travel where you're more protective of yourself and your friends. Buddy system is a great way to communicate and travel. Find someone that might not work the same work hours you have, but might be up or might be willing to get up to come pick you up from work. Like I said, especially in the South, especially in these desolate places where anything can happen, a blowout of a tire, a flat, and you have to get out on the side of the road and be forced to change your tire. Because I know some of the women, I'm not knocking it. A lot of women know how to change their tires. Some be like, no, I'm not going to do that. But there's a lot of women that know how to change tires. And shout out to my man from Up From Debate. Do me a favor, y'all. Go subscribe to my man Big O from Up From Debate TV. See, first of all, there's so many good people up on YouTube. I forgot about my man O too. I'm going to tell y'all a story. My man O is a great YouTube content creator. Jumped out, started from the bottom, from the mud, and then he was actually blessed to meet the actual legend himself, Mr. Alpo Martinez. Anybody knows my feelings about Alpo Martinez, it's fuck Alpo Martinez. I mean that wholeheartedly. Disrespectfully to anybody that feel any way. And that's because of this man right here. That's because of my friend. His name was Demencio. He was killed in D.C. I'm just going to leave it there. You know what I'm saying? I'm just going to leave it there. But certain things happen for certain reasons. Everybody needs help. Clarice said the sad part is women swear that men, I don't need help. That's a fact. Everybody needs help. You heard what she said? You ever seen Muslim sisters out alone at night? Never. Never. See, the world is so messed up right now, ladies. The ideology of mankind has been shifted. I take blame for that. Some men should take blame for that. See, I've learned that when it comes to attention pertaining to a woman, once she feels as though she's not the attention or the most attentive thing in your heart or her desire, her attention span can stray. A lot of men, we deal on logic and emotion, logic. A lot of women deal on emotion. A lot of men deal on situation. A lot of women deal on reason. But unfortunately, due to certain things like Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, unlike back in the days when it was not so many avenues and venues for women to be easily distracted or manipulated because of certain feelings that they were going through at a particular time. You know, sometimes a woman could be very upset, very evil, very angry. And then minutes later, she could be very pleasant due to the fact of certain things that may be going through her mind or in her life. Same thing as men. It's a little more extreme, it seems like, in my opinion, when it comes to women, because women, on top of the fact that they are logical and intelligent women, they're very emotional. See, when it comes to emotion with men, it seems like when we get emotional, our logic goes out the window. This is my opinion. I could be wrong. When it comes to certain men, when it comes to logic, when we're upset and our emotions get involved, so what? Fuck that bullshit. I don't care. See, our logic goes out the window. When it comes to women, when they get upset, this is just from my examples from my mother, my grandmother, my interactions with women, when their emotions are involved, especially after the emotions that's invested, woo, that's a dangerous combination on top of a scenario that's being played out in her mind. The mind is very, very dangerous. Some women will do things like make a Facebook account, an Instagram account, and be in relationships with men or women, whatever it is, you're in a relationship or a committed relationship with a man. And then some women feel as though that if certain men are reaching out to them in their DMs or reaching out to them in Facebook or complimenting them or throwing heart emojis, that's just simple flatterism. No, that's flirtatious behavior. There's a difference. There's a big, big difference. You can see a man that sees a woman and walk by with the nice suit on, and he'll go like, "You wore that today. I just wanted to tell you, if it ain't nobody else told you, you're looking special," and keep it going. That's a compliment of flattery. That's an acknowledgement that the time that you took to put together your wardrobe, your whole silhouette, it's not unbeknownst. See, but when you see a man that stops and says, "Oh, you have a fat," or "I love the way your chest," or "I love the way your vagina is fitting in them pants," see, that's flirtatious activity. That's flirtatious activity. To say that a woman is beautiful, or "Yo, I love the way them shoes look on you," "Oh, I love that outfit, I love your hair," that's a compliment. A woman is supposed to be flowered and watered. She's supposed to be rewarded with the time and patience she's put into come out to the world. But when a man's following you, or he's in your DM saying the things that he would love to do to you, or the things that he's imagined doing to you, or how he hopes he can get a chance at your heart, this is flirtatious behavior, and a lot of people don't understand how to decipher the difference, men and women. There's nothing wrong with complimenting a woman. It is something wrong with asking a woman for her number if you have a woman. It is something with a wrong. It is something wrong with having lunch at work with a coworker of a different sex. It's very wrong, especially if you're in a relationship. It's very disrespectful. Some people say things like, "Oh, we was just sitting down getting something to eat, talking." No, you were sitting down courting. When two people are sitting down talking, I could be sitting here, you could be sitting over there, and I could be sitting in my food going crazy. You could be sitting over there going to your food, not be looking up, talking. But when two people are sitting in a personal gathering, one-on-one, that's a little more intimate. You're talking about certain things. You're pausing, you're laughing, you're gazing in each other's eyes, you're complimenting each other, you're smiling. You're giving supportive compliments, you're giving supportive advice. Nah, that's courtship. Unfortunately, this is something that's wrong on a man's behalf and on a woman's behalf, because you notice when it seems like the people that are in relationships with other people, they go through certain things with their significant other. Now they want to call you and say, "This person is getting on my nerves. Are you busy? Can we talk?" See, the reason why they're more comfortable talking to you now because you have soothed them in a certain way that their spouse no longer has the capability of doing, and that's dangerous, y'all. And that's exactly what they call it. The work wife and the work husband. Very, very dangerous interaction between two people because people grow fond of each other. I can grow fond of a woman by the way that she takes care of her children. A woman can grow fond of a man just because of the way he admires his child or takes care of his children. How many times, ladies, have you heard about a man that wasn't in a relationship no more with his wife or his baby mother, but you heard about how much he loves his child, how much he looks forward to the weekends where he's with his child? That's enough right there for a woman to fall in love with a man, especially have been going through a situation or a relationship with a man or two where children were created, and that man no longer seems like he has an obligation or desire to be around that woman because they are no longer in a committed relationship, so the children are forgotten about. That's just like a man. If he got custody of his child, and unfortunately the mother of his child, say she was getting high, say she wasn't ready to be a mother, say she signed over her rights as parenthood and said, well, you know what, go ahead and raise that child, because unfortunately there are some women out here like that. Did you see the movie called Blow? About George from the Bronx, when he watched his father and mother go through certain things because his father was a hardworking man and his mother felt as though she needed a different life. She needed more excitement. That was too boring, and she left. There's some mothers that just don't want to be mothers, unfortunately. That's just like a man going to work every day knowing that his whole responsibility and his obligations are his children. He has to go to work, make sure he picks his kids up, pay them bills. He's the one that's going to parent-teacher night. He's the one that's being called. He's the one that's taking off from work, going to doctor's appointments, because unfortunately, the woman that he chose to have a child with doesn't hold these responsibilities. So for him to see somebody at work that may be on the phone with her child, making sure that her child got home from school, maybe telling her child, you know, I left some food from you in the microwave after you finish your homework, go, you know, things like that will make a man gravitate to a woman also because of her kindness towards any child. Like a man gonna say, damn, at least she love her kids. So if we was together, at least she respect my children, grow to love them one day. Instagram, Facebook, all these new ways to get in touch with people, like they say, they call it secret ways of communication, but it's still going through the cell phone. See, that's the bug part about it. You still get the notifications through your cell phone if it comes to Instagram. I know some people that won't give their quote unquote cell phone number, but they'll give their Instagram account out. Because, you know, you can talk to somebody on the phone, like on Facebook, on FaceTime, on Instagram, but they won't give up their actual phone number, but they will give up their Instagram account because that's phishing. You know that some people say, yo, I only talk to them on Instagram. They ain't got my number. They follow me on Instagram. They ain't got, first of all, if you're in a committed relationship with somebody, why are you worried or concerned about having somebody follow you? The only person you should really be concerned about following you is your significant other, maybe your children, maybe some family members of yours that entertain this thing they call the internet. It doesn't make sense to me the way the world is thinking today. You know what bugs me out about the world too, y'all? Can y'all tell me something if I'm going crazy? To the men in the building and to the women in the building, Clarice, Truth Lady, can y'all talk to me about something? How come, it's just a question, I'm not saying this is what y'all do. I just heard this so many times. How come it's so hard for a woman to stop being friends with her ex on social media? Am I the only one to notice that? Same thing with some men. Their excuse is, I can't block her. She followed me on Instagram. I can't block her. She follows me on Facebook. I would think if that's your ex, why don't you block them on Instagram, Facebook, phone number, cotton candy, chain gang, Campbell soup, pack of Newports, White Castle's cheeseburgers, chicken breast from the Kansas Fried Chicken, sweet potato pie, baked beans, Emalac, Enfamil. Is that cool to have a relationship with your ex, especially if you're in a new relationship with someone else? Yeah, that's a fact. You see what Clarice said. We the last of a dying breed, man. We really didn't. We didn't only. Yo, you want to hear? Y'all want to hear what our internet was back in the days? I want to know if anybody really gonna really pay attention. What was our internet back in the days, y'all? If you from between 40 and 60 years old, what was our internet back in the days? I'm waiting. What was our internet back in the days? I'm about to fuck y'all up. Lenny Lady, how you doing? AOL. What was our internet before AOL? You get a point for that too. She right. She said AOL. That's a fact. That's a fact. That's old school. Ooh, kid. That's a fact, Clarice. A telephone and a beeper. A telephone and a beeper and a BlackBerry. What we had before that was our only connection to broadcasting or internet pertaining to cable was WHT and HBO. Remember Yo MTV Raps? WHT, HBO. Remember you had to turn the TV to channel 3? And you had the box on top of the TV. You had to turn it on. You had to turn the TV to channel 3. And it's the only way it would work. Y'all don't remember that? We had one communication. I'm really going to fuck y'all up with this one. We had one communication that was just like YouTube, but it didn't have no visual. It was just audio. You could talk over the phone. Can anybody tell me what that was? If y'all really was outside, can y'all tell me what was the hood internet? You see what Clarice said? We was outside making games. Skelly, flies up, stick ball, run, catch, and hump. Run, catch, and hump. Y'all don't know nothing about no run, catch, and hump. Shout out to whoever made that game up. Run, catch, and hump. Y'all don't know nothing about no run, catch, and hump. You know the first internet we had? It was just like YouTube, the party line. Don't act like y'all don't know about no party line. That's my rock impersonation. Clarice said, I forgot. The motherfucking party line. Y'all ain't been outside. Y'all don't know nothing about no party line. You don't know nothing about no party line. That was our first internet, y'all. The hood internet, the party line. Yeah. You don't know about no party line. I tell y'all, my little cousin told me I look like The Rock. I started laughing. I don't know if I can do it with the good eye, the bad eye. I can't do it with the bad eye. My man Will met his baby mother damn near on the party line. My man Keith was talking to a chick on the party line for about 3 weeks, y'all. This is the first official documentation of being catfished. My man Keith, he from BYOBB Projects. He on the party line with this chick. She sounded like she's sexier than $75. She sounded like she's sexier than $75 and you 13 years old. And you on the way to the movies for Christmas, 42nd Street, because you had a $100 bill, but you went around the corner to Schenectady and Sterling, and you bought 2 dimes of chocolate, and you bought 3 white owls. She was sexier than $75. That's how she sounded. And she catfished my man. He kept saying, let me come see you. Let me come see you. She was like, no, I want to come see you. He was like, why you don't want me to come see you? She was like, because my family is funny, because she was Russian. She was Russian or something like that. And my man, he was from the hood. He was black. So he fell for it. She telling him the reason why he can't go see her because he black and her family Russian, and it's going to be some shit about a black man coming to her house. So he fell for it. Do you know she pops up in the hood to see this nigga, y'all? What y'all think happened? I cash anybody $100 right now. They tell me what happened when she jumped out the cab. Nobody can figure this shit out. When she jumped out the cab, if y'all could tell me what happened, I cash app you $100 right now. Y'all got 3 tries. I'm going to give y'all some time to think because you can't play both sides.
You can't play both sides, you niggas gotta choose. Niggas out here being tough until they make the news. Mama said her son ain't hurt nobody. The streets said her son was catching plenty bodies. If you accept these charges, then please hold. In every hood, it was a nigga that was tough, and he still told. Like, what I gotta do to make you niggas rhyme? Like, I'm ready to kill when it come to mine. I'm cautious, I'm dealing with more sticks than a porcupine. Quill spines, whatever you wanna call them. Yeah, plus my little mama, she a trap queen. Doggy, when she mixed with that Fetty, give him a wop lean. It was a whole lot of cars when there was stimmies round. We going over a year and half you niggas down. All these expensive clothes, like was that smart? Now they uploading they clothes on the Poshmark. Switch, baby, careful with this. I mean, this bitch sharp. One across, one down the middle, look like a chrome heart. Damn, I'm always outside. I'm like high from who? Bout to put your car on skates. You think you slide through? I help build my niggas. This ain't Legos. Protect the fan by any means. I be Diego. Yeah, tiger to you niggas. I'm an animal. It's a jungle where I'm from. What y'all wanna do? You can't play both sides. You niggas gotta choose. Niggas out here being tough until they make the news. Mama said her son ain't hurt nobody. The streets said her son was catching plenty bodies. If you accept these charges, then please hold. In every hood, it was a nigga that was tough, and he still told.
Clarice said she got jumped or he got shot. That's one. Y'all got 2 more. Y'all got 2 more. Somebody just came in the building. They might figure it out. She said she got jumped or he got shot. She said, damn, me and my girls got jumped on gates because of that. Damn. Nah, but ain't nobody get jumped. I swear, ain't nobody get jumped. It wasn't no fight. I give y'all that much of it. It wasn't no fight. But y'all gonna laugh like fucking hell when I tell y'all what happened. When I'm talking about you might shit on yourself laughing. You might shit on yourself laughing. You might shit on yourself laughing. That's a fact. Nope. Nobody got robbed. That's 2. 1 more. Y'all got 1 more. Nope. Nobody got robbed. Wasn't no fight. Wasn't no violence. I'm going to give y'all that. It wasn't no violence. Wasn't no violence. Nobody got robbed. Nobody got beat up. Wasn't no guns. Nothing. Yo, Clarice really need a check, y'all. You see what she said? You see what she wasted the last one on, y'all? She was a boy. She was a dwarf. She was a dwarf and she was black. And excuse my language, she had a fat ass. She was a dwarf. And she was black. Remember, she said she was Russian. My man couldn't come see her because he was black. She's black and she's a dwarf. Y'all ready for the ending? My man married her and they got kids. I'm telling you right now, you're about to shit on yourself laughing. Go ahead to the bathroom. I'll wait. My childhood friend, he know who he is. Met his wife on the party line. And when he met her, he thought she was a Russian woman. And she turned out to be a dwarf that was black with a big butt. They got 2 kids together and they got married. Can't make this shit up. Can't make this shit up. They got married. Got 2 beautiful, normal children. None of them is dwarfs. Nothing. Normal. That's word to the rock. What y'all doing tonight? Y'all ain't got no party or no club or nothing to go to? It's 1:26. Y'all ain't got no club or nothing to go to. Y'all ain't going to White Castles, nothing like that. Clarice, what you cooking? It's 1:30 in the morning. Usually up cooking this time of night. What the hell is you cooking? She said it's somebody for everybody. She ain't never lied. So Clarice, would you date a dwarf man? Clarice. Clarice, would you date a dwarf man, Clarice? Clarice. Would you date a dwarf man, Clarice? Clarice, would you date one? Would you date a dwarf, Clarice? She said that shit fast, y'all. No, respectfully. She did the rock face for that shit. Hell no, Dice. Fuck you talking about when I fuck with some dwarf. That shit don't make no sense. We be done beat the shit out of him, Dice. Nigga probably got some short man complex. I feel your pain. I ain't mad at you. I ain't mad at you at all. I told y'all I'm late night now. I'm going late at 10, 11, 12 o'clock at night. When you go late live during the day, it's crazy. Calm people come out at night because they're already in the house and they're relaxed. They don't want to do nothing, get a little sip, smoke some, whatever they're doing, but they in the house relaxed. During the daytime, it's too much movement, man. It's like the Fifth Element. It's too much shit going on. I can't be outside. I can't fuck with it. They can have that shit. They can have that shit. Word up. I'm thinking about doing a Sunday prayer tomorrow, y'all. Thinking about doing a Sunday prayer tomorrow at 10 o'clock in the morning. So if y'all up at 10 o'clock, make sure y'all get up and give God some time. Because matter of fact, I'm doing a Sunday prayer tomorrow. We need it. I'm doing a Sunday prayer tomorrow for YouTube. All YouTube content creators could come. I'm going to drop the link. They can pull up. We going to pray. We going to pray like they say the YouTube streets as easy and they smooth with no problems. I appreciate y'all for pulling up. Y'all was rocking with the best. We going to end it on Jaffe. Salute.
The streets ain't never loved me. The streets ain't never loved me, yeah. The streets ain't never loved me, yeah.
Streets ain't never loved me since my brother died. My mother cried. Tears in my eyes bleed red. Ain't no love inside. Streets left me dolly. My phone, they left it holy. Dawn was in that passenger side when they tried to phone me.
Yeah, you know the streets ain't never love us.
Yeah. GD. I've been shot, I was left with a zipper on my stomach, nigga. You know these streets ain't never loved me.
I've been stabbed, I've been left with a zipper on my stomach, nigga. You know the streets ain't never loved me.
I've been locked, I got charged for some shit I didn't do, nigga. You know these streets ain't never loved me.
Caught a case, went upstate, fuck the Jakes, nigga.
Yo, shout out to my man. I just bigged him up, y'all. I just told y'all I ain't going nowhere. I just told y'all, shout out to my man, Big O. He in the building. Shout out to my man, Big O from Up for Debate. He is in the building. If y'all want to know, this man right here had me so hot. He's one of the reasons why I started my YouTube page. This is my man, Big O right here, y'all. I told y'all earlier, go subscribe to my man, Up for Debate TV. I'm going to drop the link if you want to pull up, O. I'm going to drop the link if you want to pull up right quick. Go subscribe to my man, y'all. Word up. Go subscribe for Up to Debate TV. Controversial, straight up hood classic podcast. See, a lot of y'all here, y'all ain't never heard of that. I ain't never heard nobody say my man O name. I told y'all there's so many people on this YouTube sector. There's so many legit and solid dudes up on this YouTube sector. You dig what I'm saying? They just get no notification or justification or appreciation. But there's some real niggas on YouTube, yo. I don't know O in real life, but I started watching O when I was watching nothing but web series. Shout out to Respect Life and, you know what I'm saying, Project Heat and the Brooklyn Way and all that. I started watching. O had the exclusive shit. He had YouTube fucked up. Fucked up. I ain't gonna front y'all. I'm not even gonna go into it. Go up to Up for Debate TV. And if you want to hear that exclusive interviews from the late Alpo Martinez, go over there and listen, man. He got some conversations that nobody on YouTube got. Nobody on YouTube got. Nobody. Like I said, before I get out of here, yo, Clarice, FTC Vice, everybody, go over to Up for Debate TV. And when y'all go over there and subscribe, tell them Big Dice sent you. Let's get out of here with Jaffe. Salute.
The streets ain't never loved me. The streets ain't never loved me, yeah. The streets ain't never loved me, yeah.
Streets ain't never loved me since my brother died. My mother cried. Tears in my eyes bleed red. Ain't no love inside. Streets left me dolly. My phone, they left it holy. Dawn was in that passenger side when they tried to phone me.
Yeah, you know the streets ain't never love us.
Yeah. GD. I've been shot, I was left with a zipper on my stomach, nigga. You know these streets ain't never loved me.
I've been stabbed, I've been left with a zipper on my stomach, nigga. You know the streets ain't never loved me.
I've been locked, I got charged for some shit I didn't do, nigga. You know these streets ain't never loved me.
Caught a case, went upstate, fuck the Jakes, nigga. Yeah, you know these streets ain't never loved me.
Laying up in the hospital bed in ICU. Hit that button like every 3 hours to get those blues, yeah. Laying in the test of pain, I know shit won't be the same. Sipping my stomach, shit don't stop a thing. I'm still a man, yeah. But who gon' be there when you doing time? Can't get no money, so they dropping down. These niggas bitter. And I hope they get the picture. I'm only getting bigger. The top cat out my litter, yeah. Tell you they love you, but they hate you on the low. They hold you back, how they expect for you to grow. I got locked up, ain't said me nothing, but I'm your nigga. My body numb, I got no feelings for you niggas. I'm from what niggas will shoot you right here in these hallways. If you got trust in that loyalty goes a long way. These size 11s, these pussies can't walk a mile in. They hit my cousin with life and he's still smiling. I been shot, I was left with a zipper on my stomach, nigga. You know these streets ain't never loved me.
I been stabbed, I been left with a zipper on my stomach, nigga. You know the streets ain't never loved me.
I been locked, I got charged for some shit I didn't do, nigga. You know these streets ain't never loved me.
Caught a case, went upstate, fuck the Jakes, nigga. Yeah, you know these streets ain't never loved me. Streets ain't never loved me since my brother died. My mother cried, tears in my eyes bleed red. Ain't no love inside. Streets left me dolly, my foreign they left it holy. Dawn was in that passenger seat when they tried to fold me. Remind me of my gun, that was real shit, this real spit. Rocks I was selling was smacking them, call it Will Smith. I ain't never told and never folded under pressure. Yeah, the Neek was in that ambulance with me, he was on that stretcher. Niggas tried to take my life, I couldn't tell you who. Many men might not make it, I'm here to tell the truth. Me and Jop, that's my brother, you know we moving tight. Brown boys fuck with the family and I'ma get them that. This my testimony, solid, all the rest is phony. Merrick niggas come at the fam and send your best opponent. I was stabbed, I was left with a zipper on my stomach, nigga. I know the streets ain't never loved me. He was shot, he was left with a zipper on his stomach, nigga. You know the streets ain't never loved us. Gang.